What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the return of a personal favorite series like we've been talking about in the last couple videos, Songs of the Week. If you're just joining us for the first time, I will explain how this works. So Sean and I are going to alternate. We're each going to give you 5 songs that we've been listening to on repeat this week. There will also be a playlist in the description that we recently had made, which will have our picks from all the other songs of the week if you would like to go check those out. Just a couple criteria. We are not allowed to pick 2 songs from the same artist in the same week. We can both pick one, like, say I pick an all-time low song, he can pick an all-time low song, I can't go pick another all-time low song. I can only have one, and we're both not allowed to pick the same song. So if I pick Weightless by All Time Low, Sean also cannot pick Weightless by All Time Low. He can pick a different All Time Low song, but he can't pick Weightless. That makes sense. Just make sure everybody new just kind of knows what's going on here. But with that being said, this is my first song of the week. My first song this week is Good Night Adeline by Green Day. This is off of their recent album that came out not too long ago. I think it was a couple weeks back. Hold on, let me try to get the actual exact date for you guys here. It came out on January 18th, so a little less than, probably around 3 weeks ago. But this was my instant favorite from the jump. They previewed all the songs, and when I heard the snippet of this one, I was like, yeah, this is going to be the one that I'm really going to like. I just think it's really catchy. I think Billie Joe Armstrong's voice sounds great. It is a little bit slower, but that chorus does just kind of live in my head, and it's one that still, I mean, it's basically 3 weeks later, that I'm still returning to this song. So, Good Night Adeline, my first song of the week.
What's going on, guys? Back at it again with some songs of the week. My first song of the week is "New Religion" by All Time Low featuring Teddy Swims. This was my number 2 song on that All Time Low list. If you haven't checked that video out, please make sure to do so. It's a 4-hour long, fantastic video that Brent and I put a lot of work in. When I first listened to this song, I honestly thought I had more of a John Bellion vibe to it, and I didn't really know how I felt about it. But then when the chorus came in, I just instantly saved it. This is easily my favorite song off the new album. I think Teddy Swims adds a really strong verse, and the EDM style works really, really nicely. Um, in that ranking, I originally had it in the 50s, and then I moved it up into my top 5. And I just can't get this song out of my head. It's still my number 1 song in my on repeat playlist, and it could be my song of the year. So please check this out.
My second song this week is Bad Things by I Prevail. I don't want to talk too much about this song because it will be appearing in an upcoming video of Sean's, but not to spoil it too much. I think this song is fantastic, honestly. One of my favorites that I've heard from I Prevail in a really long time. It's catchy. That chorus is great. There's not an overabundance of screaming to the point that it really turns me off of the song. I really just enjoy everything about it. But like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because you're going to have to wait for that ranking every I Prevail song video that Sean is currently working on to see both of our full thoughts. So, but Bad Things, my second song of the week.
Gotta meet your keys, keep it locked. Gonna heat your praise while you watch me. I won't let you stop me. I'm just like a zombie for your love. Yeah, I don't know what you want. I should leave your place for a run. Can't help but compete for praise and it's toxic. Don't think I can stop it. Try riding a block hill without luck. Yeah, I don't know what you want.
Coming in my number 2 spot, we have "Zombie" by Braden Ross. The intro guitar finger picking is really lovely to my ears. I love the pace that the song keeps throughout the entire song, even though it is a shorter one. When the drums come in, it actually gets faster, and I think that's what the song needs. Um, if you listen to it, it could sound like one long verse because the pacing is so quick sometimes. But the nice thing is that you can actually hear when the chorus comes in from that slight drum change. It was an earworm from first listen and has been on my repeat playlist since the song came out in December. I can't get it out of my head, and this was a clear favorite off of that EP. So be sure to check it out.
Coming in as my third song of the week, we have XOX by Smitty Z Top, or the artist formerly known as Z Smith. I don't know why he changed his name to Smitty Z Top, but he did it literally like 2 days ago. Now, as for this song, this is a song I've actually been a really big fan of for a while. It came out about a year ago, January 26, 2023. But I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a video of that Z Smith posted, and he was like, "This song needs more love, underrated." And I've always been a huge fan of it, so I went back and listened to it again, and I can't stop playing it right now. And oddly enough, I realized that I had never talked about it during Songs of the Week, which is surprising because, again, like I mentioned, I've liked the song since the beginning. So I decided to show it some love this week. Definitely be sure to check it out. It's catchy all throughout. You heard the beginning part of the song, which is one of my absolute favorite portions of it. So definitely be sure to go show the song some love, and it's my third song of the week.
Said things that I wish I'd never said. I'm trying, I'm human. I don't know what I'm doing. This is me just being real with you, I guess.
Coming in at my number 3 spot, we have Sorry Mom. This song always, when I listen to the whole Band Camino for Brett's video, be sure to check the Band Camino video out. It's fantastic. There weren't this was the more musically sounding for me that I really gravitated towards. Like this has more of a John Mayer guitar style to it, which if you have heard any of his stuff musically, it sounds really really nice. This was an instant save for me from the guitar part alone, and it's on the catchier side, which also makes it a more enjoyable listen. Um, this is just an incredible song. I think that um, just because it is pretty basic musically, it may get swept under the rug in terms of like some of their other work, and it's not as fancy, I guess, in production. But I don't think it really needs to be. I would definitely recommend checking this one out just because it's not as one of the popular ones. Like especially because if you check out the video, you know where Brett's gonna have it. But for me, I mean, I think this is my number one song from them. But be sure to check it out.
My fourth song this week is Riptide by Beartooth. Beartooth is a band that I've heard their name a lot, but I actually hadn't heard any songs by them until this one popped up in my either Release Radar or Discover Weekly on Spotify. It is a little bit harder of a song than one that I would typically enjoy. It reminds me a little bit of I Prevail with a little bit of backing screaming, but this chorus is honestly really fantastic. It is catchy. I was trying to play a clip of it for you, but for whatever reason, my computer wouldn't pick up the audio of any part of the song other than the beginning. So, I mean, I hope you can get a little bit of a vibe for it from the beginning clip that I played right there. But overall, just a fantastic song. Happy to talk about it as my fourth song this week.
Something good, life won't always go how you wish it would. The rain's been falling.
coming in at my number 4 spot, we have Something Good by Mariel Craft. The intro piano with the string elements are really nice in the introduction here. The beat behind Mariel's voice is very well paced, just to keep the song up and keep your attention. I love how the instrumentation is quiet to put an emphasis on Mariel's voice, especially in the choruses, because her voice is fantastic. The drum beat picks up in the second verse and keeps up that tempo for the rest of the song, which is great. It's just a positive song lyrically, from the rain's been falling, doors been closing, they knock you down, but you keep going line. And when I first listened to this EP, this was the song I instantly gravitated toward, just because it was more of the more positive ones. This is a great song from a really not so well known artist. So be sure to check it out.
My fifth and final song of the week this week is Dumbstruck Dumbfuck by Neck Deep. Now, if you've been a fan of our channel for any time, you would be very surprised by this pick, and I'm sure Sean is really not happy with my selection here. But I don't really like Neck Deep. I don't want to know if we've seen them. They were at a concert we were at, but I don't think we were like presently there for their set. I think we left. But I've never been a big fan of their music. Sean's never been a big fan of their music. Honestly, I typically don't really like their lead singer's voice. But for whatever reason, this song just works for me. It's got that pop punk instrumentation, which sounds great, and the hook is just really, really catchy. And I don't know if their lead singer did something different with his voice production-wise, but I think it sounds great here, honestly, which is really surprising. Because even, if you've seen our state champs video, you would know the whole Everybody But You beef, where I enjoyed Ben Barlow's feature, who I believe is the lead singer of Neck Deep. I enjoyed his feature. Sean did not, but I think he sounded better here than he did on that song. So I don't know, very interesting. But overall, this is a great song, a catchy song. And even if you don't like Neck Deep, but you do like pop punk music, this is one that I would check out. And that's my fifth and final song of the week.
A couple kids and a picket fence. Share the memories like an open book. Every page I read is to got me hooked, and I'm fine. Spending my whole life. Everything you like. Is it obvious that all of this is right?
And my final song here, song 5, is 24/7 by Elijah Woods. I'm sure my roommates, anyone who's been in my car the last year, is so sick of this song. I played it nonstop. This was my number 1 song of 2023. If you haven't checked out our Spotify Wrapped video to learn what the rest of mine was and what all of Brett's was, please be sure to check that out. But I played the song since it nonstop since it came out in June. If you look at it musically, it is pretty basic with just an acoustic guitar and some small drums when the first verse comes in. But I just love Elijah's voice here, and in general, like, I think it's incredible. I found him a couple years ago, and one of his other songs was my song of the year 2022. And when this EP dropped in June, this was the song that I was most excited about, just because I heard snippets of it on TikTok and stuff. Just because of how much emphasis this song puts on his voice. And the cool part about this song is he actually proposed to his girlfriend with this song playing in the background. So it's just kind of a sweet sentiment. But that's going to round out my Songs of the Week this week. And that's been a wrap on Songs of the Week. We appreciate you guys commenting, subscribing. We're happy to have this back. It's been a little while since we've done it. If you haven't looked at it, there's going to be a playlist in the description here that's going to have all of the songs that have been on Song of the Week. So this week, and then all of the ones in our past videos, just so, obviously, we want you to watch those videos. They're lovely. But if you want a quicker version of that, it's gonna have all of the songs that we've made on it. It's a public playlist for you guys to look at. And if you have any recommendations, please feel free to let us know. At this point, there's going to be another video coming out on Sunday. And then after that, it's probably looking at closer to March-ish, I would say. But ramping up the schedule pretty hard, so got some good things on the pipeline. So appreciate you guys, and peace.